best engineer in all of Long Island. I've been working with Dr. Tom for over 15 years. He's the best. Before we get to Ronnie, I just want to thank a couple people. The local Long Beach media has been phenomenal. They've done 2 great stories on our show in the Herald the last 2 weeks. This was the story from a couple of weeks ago. Halftime Howie radio show, a hit in Long Beach. That was a great story. In this past week, they did a show on the fundraiser we did at Just Wing It, a show of support. That was in the Herald this past week. And the Long Beach Patch did a great story. My friend Joe Keller did a great story on Long Beach Patch. So we're getting great publicity. We really appreciate it. And I say this, 3 things. Every major event, every event in Long Beach, we'll be there to cover it. We're going to celebrate the great accomplishments of the special people of Long Beach, and that segment, Ross Stanger, exemplifies that. And we want to get into the community and make a difference. And we also want to thank all our local sponsors, starting with the prestigious law firm of Pecknick and Schaefer, and Just Wing It. New sponsor, South Shore Laundry, great concept. You bring the laundry to them, they'll take it back and they'll clean it. Sonona Realty Group, thanks to my friend Steve. Joe Sonona was a guest on the show, loved the show and signed up. So we welcome him to the Sonona Realty Group. Groom and Tails, I took my dog there over the weekend, they're awesome. West End Chiropractic, that's Ross's dad, they do a great job right next door. Laurel Cleaners, Shine's Bar, legendary Shine's Bar, the oldest bar in Long Beach. Bikram Yoga, The Cabana, home of Taco Tuesday. When Halftime Howie needed a haircut, he went to Top Hat Barbershop. So all the local sponsors, we appreciate, and people buy local. Now, I meet so many interesting people in Long Beach. I'm in Long Beach all the time. I love it. I met the hockey spin with Tracy Lynn at Starbucks, and I was at a diner a few weeks ago, and I met a very interesting lady, and she is a psychic. And we have not had a psychic on this show before, but this show is all about being informative and entertaining. So let's welcome in the Long Beach psychic, Ronnie. Ronnie, welcome to the show.
Howie. I've been a resident of Long Beach for, my God, about 40 years now. My family's here since 1951. This is a really, really spiritual place here in Long Beach. I always feel good when I go to the beach. There's so much energy here, so much positive energy, that it's really a great place to live. I actually started doing readings down on Pacific Boulevard when I first started in the 70s. And I also mailed my husband down there. I found him down there, gave him a reading, and that was it. I had him when his first reading. Okay, I'm going to do a reading for Tracy tonight. I do palm reading, tarot reading, mediumship, angels, crystals, auras, pendulums, you name it, I'm interested in it. And I've been studying this since I'm a kid. I am going to do a palm reading for Tracy tonight and Eddie. I'll do Tracy first, if you'd put your right hand down here. Okay, Miss Tracy, let's see what you're all about. Very giving of yourself to other people. Okay, and I feel that you would like to trust everybody. In your heart, you would like to trust everybody. But this is not the kind of world where you can really trust everybody. So you really need to have a little bit of your defenses up now, especially in your love area there. And you know, you're kind of very giving in that area, so you need to have a little bit of defenses up there. Listen, you better take good care of yourself because you have a very long life, 90 to 95 years old. Okay?
Wow. I quit smoking a year ago.
That's your lifeline. You are a very happy person. You walk around this world in a very positive state. You're very happy. When you make a decision, however, most people make their decisions with your heart. 3 out of 10 people are objective. You are one of those people that are objective. And, good news, this is your intelligence line right here. This is normal, this is you. So you are more than average intelligence. You did change your way of looking at life in the last 3 years. You do not see life like you used to see it. It's totally different for you now. Okay. This is your love line. When you love somebody, you love with all your heart. Well, there it is. I mean, that's what gets us all, isn't it? Mm. So you are a very, very loving person. Okay. Gotta tell you something. You have some psychic ability yourself. Maybe you know it's gonna be happen before it happens, you know who's gonna call before they call. Maybe you can read people, or maybe you have dreams about things, but you do have something. It's very, very evident in here, okay? So that's what I call a person's inner voice, okay? So, if you have a feeling about something, if you go outside and it's pouring and you say to yourself, oh my God, I'm gonna have an accident today. Either don't go, or be careful. Okay? I wish I could do this myself. I've tried for a long time. The name Tony is in your hand. Do you know anybody with that name?
Tony?
No. Maybe it's someone you're gonna meet. Okay, I look at your whole hand and I see, whatever I see, I tell you about. Okay. Success line. You've had a lot of careers here. Okay. You actually were trained for something in your life. Okay? You were actually trained for something many, many years ago. You did do something in that field for a short time. All right, now it's kind of like you're trying to decide which path you should take here. You have 3 paths that I see coming for you. Okay? Teaching or guiding people in some way. That's one of your strong points. Something in the health field, healing people mentally, physically, emotionally, or actually being in the medical field. Something artistic that you do, singing, dancing, painting, writing, interior decorating, whatever, hair, whatever, okay? Communications, advertising, marketing, getting the word out, something legal, organizing and arranging things for people, for companies, for businesses, or working with sales, money management, and managing things in some way. What is it that you do now?
Marketing.
Marketing, okay. All right, but you have a lot of other talents here.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things you could really be doing. All right, when it comes to money, this year, you're a little behind how you were doing last year, but you are going to make it up towards after April 23rd. By the way, this is a message for everybody. Mercury goes retrograde on April 30th and goes back to normal on April 23rd. March 30th to April 23rd. Don't buy property, don't sign contracts. This is, the last Mercury retrograde we had was when we had the blizzard. So that speaks for itself, right? Okay, so watch what you do from March 30th to April 23rd. Okay, investing wise even. All right, you do have money coming in, you are okay, you're good there. You are a little bit stressed right now over career situations, all right? Because you do have, there are some prospects coming to you. If you don't have them right now, they'll be coming soon. All right, this is the heartbreak area of the hand. A heartbreak could be a death, a loss of a friend, a pet, a family relationship, a friendship, or a romance. You really have 3 big heartbreaks, okay? I'm looking in your hand and I see that you have actually at least 2 spirits watching over you. Okay, of people that have passed over. There are 3 things in the universe that watch over us. The spirits of our passed over ancestors, angels, and spirit guide, which is a spirit that comes back to you from another time to help you through this life. Okay, you certainly do have people watching over you here.
I believe
Okay? All right. Someone who passed away is showing me their heart. They died of a heart attack, stroke, aneurysm, complications from diabetes, or congestive failure when you're old and your whole body just breaks down. Who would that be? Grandfather. Okay. Another person here is showing me the chest, the neck, the head. Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, leukemia, lymphoma, AIDS, anything that spreads through the whole body, a murder, an accident, or a suicide.
Accident. My best friend died of a car accident.
These are 2 people that are watching over you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you, I see a lot of animals around one of these people. Or did you have animals?
No. Well, I had a lot of cats when I was a kid.
There's definitely cat ears.
Yeah.
A lot of cat ears. Animals do go to the family. It's one of the most inspiring things that I've seen when I see things from the other side. That animals who pass over do stay with their family. They are certainly with your family. Okay? And they are making this little umbrella shape here, so that every time you almost get sick, almost get hurt, almost get in an accident, slides over.
That happened to me last Friday.
Okay. Just want to tell you this. You have, in your lifetime, you have 2 serious relationships, 1 very long marriage.
Good. That's all I want.
1 long marriage.
That's all I want.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Let's give it up. That was very good. All right. So, Tracy, what did you think?
Well, I have to laugh when she was saying that somebody's watching over me because I lost control of my car last Friday morning on my way to work. And if you're driving up the Loop Parkway and you see the tire marks going around a pole about a foot from impact, my car actually turned and skirted right around the pole. So I definitely know there's somebody out there watching me, and you know, she was spot on with a lot of things that she said.
Right,
I'm looking forward to my long marriage, and Graham, I'm gonna meet him soon. She said it.
All right, I don't know if we can get to the second reading. Maybe we'll save that for another show because I want to get some scheduled segments in, but that was excellent. But right now, it's time for the Business of Music Report with Eddie Digital!
All right. WGBB, there is a lot happening in the music business this week. We have Meet 'em going on in Cannes, France. This is the world's largest music industry trade show. We have over 10,000 people in Cannes from 4,500 different companies from 88 different countries. 70% of the attendees in France are not from the USA. So this is a very big international music conference. And of course, the big topic that they're discussing in France is how can we reinvent the business again? How could we start making money again? How could we monetize and sell music again? That is happening in Cannes this week. As far as new music releases go, The Jersey Shore, you gotta love it. It's a car wreck you have to watch. Season 4 is being filmed this spring in Italy. It's MTV's #1 show. It's their #1 show of all time, and it's also ranked #1 in New York. I guess it says a lot for us here in New York. But the New Jersey soundtrack does hit your record stores today. Also coming out today, the Grammy Awards are happening in Los Angeles this year at the Staples Center on February 13th, and the soundtrack for the Grammys are hitting the stores today as well. It features Eminem, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Snoop Dogg, Michael Jackson, Train, John Mayer, or your favorites. It should be a great show this year, the 53rd Grammys on February 13th. Other news in the music business, Doug Morris, the big shot, the big CEO at Universal Music, will be leaving Universal Music, and rumor is he will be the new head of Sony Music. You probably know Doug Morris as he was married to Mariah Carey. He made her career as well as many, many others. I actually had the honor of working under Doug Morris when I lived in Los Angeles and worked for MCA Records. So Doug, we wish you well over at Sony. Best of luck. Also on the block this week, WMG, the Warner Music Group, for sale. EMI Music Group, for sale. They lose tens of millions, so they're for sale. Who's buying who? Who's selling who? We'll wait, we'll find out, we'll see what's happening. Radio Shack, let's move a little to the electronic side of things. Radio Shack, the CEO, Julian Day, he is retiring in May. After 5 years of turning the chain around, he did a great job with Radio Shack. He made them relevant again. He made them hip. He made them happening. He brought in all the cool electronics. The new person taking over is Mark Mike. He will be going in May. Julian also did increase Radio Shack's business this quarter by 4%. Well done. Moving on to San Francisco, we have Macworld happening this week. One of the biggest electronic industry trade shows happening from January 23rd to the 31st. All the latest and greatest computers and laptops will be featured at Macworld. And last but not least, our good friend Best Buy. Best Buy is opening up a brand new DC in Kentucky this week solely for their .com business. Not only are they doing great on the brick and mortar end, they're doing really well with their .com sales, so they opened up a new facility in Kentucky this week. This is Eddie Digital, the Business of Music Report on the Halftime Howie Show. Thanks for listening, folks.
All right, yeah. Great job, my main man, Eddie Digital. Now, he is becoming a cult figure here in Long Beach. He is a gifted and talented musician. Double S, let's give it up for. He's a little tired because he's got a midterm coming up and he came in, he's a trooper. Let's give it up to Sal Sachi. Sal, before we begin, as a fellow student, what did you think of Ross Stanger's report about helping out a special needs kid. It says a lot about your classmates here at Long Beach, and you have a lot of special classmates at Long Beach.
Ross and I are good friends. He's a really happy-go-lucky guy, and he's always looking out to help anyone he can help. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that he's doing this, but I'm happy that he's doing it, and I'm sure the family's grateful.
All right. And we're grateful to have you as a part of our show, Sal. You go on Facebook, everyone lists you in Long Beach as music they love, and what are you going to bring us today, Sal?
None of the stuff I wrote is actually finished, I guess, but it's a song about doing your best, I guess.
Okay, let's give it up for Sal Sachi.
Lost and then you're found again. You just can't seem to find the cycle. Every time you're reminded of your true intention. The reasons and your thoughts are fading. This mental process is overrated. I'm never gonna wish myself to stop. Things I do make people jaded, and I'm holding on to my security. I said sorry, everything I've done. Cause the truth is that you're not alone. Yeah, the truth is that you're not alone. It's your something to do.
All right. Sal, you get better every week. You are one gifted musician, and I'm so thrilled he's a part of our show. All right, we're going to take a break, and coming up after the break, we're going to have a polar bear review, another big spot of the polar bears, and the hockey spin with Tracy Lynn. And Long Beach is a huge Jet town. Steve Kenner is going to do a Jet recap and about the what happened with the Jets on Sunday, because the polar. How